taste and even sweeter, but the past remains the past.
Welcome to another episode of The Epic Family Road Trip.
Morning, guys. We're back actually right on the edge of Valley of the Gods here. Yesterday we packed up from Moab and left. Nobody wanted to leave. Moab is such an amazing place. I mean, if you're into mountain biking or Jeep trailing, just epic stuff there, and you can't see it in 1 week. Like we've been there 3 times and we still have so much more to explore there. But anyway, we had a great time. But you know what? It's exciting because we are heading to Flagstaff, Arizona for Overland Expo West, where we get to see you. So many of you are coming in and are going to stop by and say hi. So we're super excited for that. So yesterday we drove from Moab here to Valley of the Gods. We took the first little spot just inside the valley. I mean, the road, you'll see on one of our other videos, it just goes way out through the valley, through all the beautiful buttes and so on. But we just did the one quick night. We're making coffee now and a bit of breakfast, and then we are going to hit the road. We're about 3.5 hours from Flagstaff. We're pulling into Overland Expo here in Flagstaff. All the rigs are lined up. It's pretty exciting. You see a lot of the vendors that we know and a whole bunch that we haven't met yet. So looking forward to the next 3 days.
Come here, camera girl.
How are you? It's awesome.
How are you doing? Awesome. You guys have been just killing it on like adventures.
Thanks, son, eh?
This is a tour of the KC factory where they put together the lights and they ship out of here, and this is just outside of Flagstaff. Really cool company. They produce all kinds of LED lighting for racing vehicles, but they're big also in the off-road industry and in overlanding. So we're getting a tour of the facility. We are here at the show. We're at Overland Expo West, and we spent the night here. It's kind of weird sleeping in a tent in a trade show booth, but that's Overland Bound's booth there, and there's our Jeep, and the kids are in the trailer back there. So we got some signage made. There's our first ever teardrop flag, and we got a couple other signs we're going to set up this morning. And yeah, we're getting ready to, first of all, support our friends at Overland Bound. That little spot there, we're going to back Team Hunt's Jeep in there, and then they're gonna open the doors, and thousands upon thousands of people are gonna come in, and we'll say hi to as many as we can.
Alright, So we're getting everything set up, all the flags and all of the merch here at Overland Expo with Overland Bound and Team Hunt. Got a nice booth here. It's a cold morning though, but it's gonna be fun.
Good morning, it is day 2 at the Overland Expo West in Flagstaff, Arizona. We had a bit of frost on the ground this morning, but the sun came up and everything's warming up. So the doors are just opening now and people are coming in. We're here with Overland Bound, which is just an amazing community of enthusiasts that like to get out and camp and explore. You got to check them out. Go to overlandbound.com and they've got an app coming out which connects everybody, so you can learn about the best routes to take and get the GPS coordinates, but also communicate with others. It's a really great community, and make sure you check them out. We're also here with Team Hunt Adventures. Go to Team Hunt on Instagram and check them out. They're a foundation that is all about getting families out overlanding and having fun together despite having challenges or disabilities. So that's a really good Instagram to follow. So anyway, another big day today at Overland Expo.
Underneath the roads of dreams, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, a fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of light. Just shining bold, the wind is calling. You must return to the wild. Just shining bold, the wind is
So we are having a crazy busy day today on Saturday, and I am getting sunburnt, but all kinds of fans of the YouTube channel coming by the booth, and we've just met so many wonderful people. We continue, you can see Carol and Caroline talking back there, and tons of people coming to Overland Bound. So just having a great time here, meeting so many of you, and thanks for coming by if you had a chance to say hi.
follow me down. There's no one around. I can take your socks and shoes right off. The natural light is so polite. It make you feel just like you were young again.
I want you to focus on, hey, being self-reliant and being your own first response. And that's kind of the premise that we just stand behind.
I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, a fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of light. Just shining bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild. Just shining bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild. I wish I could stay here beside you in this moment. There's a future ahead of me.
Yeah. I stayed 6 weeks in Zimbabwe. So like this whole southern bit in here, super safe. Wild camp galore, wild animals. Like, you know, you wake up and there's an elephant 10 feet away from the jeep. You're just like, whoa, and he looks at you and you look at him and he's like,
Hey guys, so we're here with Dan from The Road Chose Me. You got to check him out on Instagram. Tell us your handle and how to get a hold of him.
yeah, online I'm theroadchoseme.com and also across social media at theroadchoseme.
Yeah, so he's been on an epic adventure, and I'm going to get him to tell us a little bit about where you've been and what you've seen.
Yeah, for sure. So I built this Jeep into my house on wheels. So it has a pop-up roof and a fridge and solar panels and all the living conveniences. And I shipped it across to Europe, and I've just spent 3 years driving all the way around Africa. So I drove all the way down the west coast, through the Congos, through Nigeria, through Cameroon, all of those countries, and then all the way back up the east coast to Egypt. And I just shipped the vehicle back 3 weeks ago. It landed in Canada, and I drove here to Overland Expo. So I covered 55,000 miles through 35 countries in Africa.
Wow, now that's an epic trip. So we're picking his brain on Africa. If that's in our plans at some point, we're going to learn as much as we can about the southern part of Africa, and who knows, we may even go further. Well, thanks for talking to us. And,
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
Make sure you follow him if you're into overlanding. This is the guy to be following and reading. You do a blog on your website, or?
That's right. Yeah, I blog on my website.
Yeah, so
and YouTube as well.
YouTube and Instagram. Lots of excellent information.
One day we will look back and remember times like that. It will take
This is a neat little Jeep. So he's got an Ursa Minor, which is a pop-up tent, and then you slide this across and it becomes a bed. Cabinet space on this side, living space here. A nice Dometic fridge there. Wow. This is really, really cool. Hey guys, I'm here with Brian from Deadman Off-Road. He's got a really awesome product for self-recovery. As you know, we get into the sand, we get into the snow. If you get stuck and there's no tree to pull to, you need something. So he's going to tell us a bit about this awesome product.
So, hi, how you doing? This is it right here in a nutshell, and it fits in this nice little bag. It's only 7.5 pounds, but it has a braking strength of over 66,000 pounds.
Wow.
So it's very strong. But yeah, it gives you that anchor point no matter where you are. So if you don't have a tree or a rock, which you can actually grab with this thing as well, you can also bury this thing in the ground. So you have that anchor point no matter what. So, and it's always with you because it's so lightweight.
So you dig so theoretically you're stuck on a beach.
Yep.
There's no trees, no rocks. You dig a hole, you bury this in, you fill it back in.
Exactly.
Now you've got an anchor point in the middle of nowhere, and then you draw with your winch and out you come.
Yep.
And I've seen it working, and it's just amazing.
It
well,
is.
like you mentioned that you can also use it to anchor to a tree or a rock.
Right, a tree or a rock, and then you can use it as a ground mat if you have to work underneath the Jeep.
Nice.
You know, there's a lot of different things that you can actually use it for. So it's rather versatile.
In overlanding, as you know, if you've seen some of our videos, it's all about space, it's all about weight, and just making things work. When you get a tool that is multi-purpose, you go for it, because you don't have room for 3 different tools. If you can fit them into one.
Yeah, you can even reduce your kit, you know, that's
Exactly.
your current kit with that. Yeah. And then this way we have it, we have these straps you can put around your roof rack. It's just sitting on the outside.
You have it outside,
Yeah,
a
so
waterproof bag.
Waterproof bag, and it's not taking any extra space and extra weight. Like that's key with you guys especially.
Yeah.
Like it's easy to get overloaded with all the stuff you have to take, you know. So it's good.
Awesome.
Well, yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thanks for stopping by.
Get yourself a Deadman.
That's right.
Hey guys, I'm here with Mike from Overland Bound. We're actually at the Overland Expo West, and we shared a booth. We're part of this awesome community that I'm going to get Mike to tell you about. We received our badge and became a member when we were actually in New Zealand, and it was just a badge of honor, and we worn it proudly. But Mike, maybe tell everyone what it's all about.
You guys have done that badge proud. I mean, your journey has been epic. It's been awesome. Overland Bound, the community, you know, right now, heck, I'm surprised we're 20,000 members worldwide, as you demonstrate, and we're all about, you know, sort of connecting people with the great outdoors. One of our things is that it doesn't matter where what you drive.
Right.
It does matter where you drive it. Of course, you want to be prepared.
Yeah.
And so that's part of what the community does, is help each other, supports each other. We all started someplace. You guys started someplace, and now you've got this wealth of knowledge and experience, and we just try and share it with other people. Yeah, and friends in the
Such
community.
an awesome community.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we get questions all the time. How do you get started? How do you know where you're going? All these questions are actually answered in the Overland Bound community. So you have an app coming very soon. Why don't you tell the audience about that?
Sure. So through the community, we've learned some of the pain points about overlanding, and that's from connecting with other members of the community or finding locations to travel to, which is surprisingly difficult depending on where you are, and then actually getting you there and navigating you to that location and the technology that's involved for getting you from turn-by-turn street nav to off-grid navigation. So that's a lot of different things, and we're trying to incorporate that into a single app for our members. You know, as we started to grow worldwide, Corey and I accepted that really the only way to support the community is through software. Right? And so that allows our members to connect with that support network, meet new people, and learn of other people and other adventures. You know?
Yeah, and find great camping spots. That's a question we get. How did you find that? So yeah, check out Overland Bound. How can people find you?
Well, so overlandbound.com, and we tried to make it easy. We're Overland Bound everywhere. So pick your social channel, and that's where people can find out more about the community.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, make sure you check it out. If you're into overlanding or you're thinking about getting into it, it's such an invaluable resource. It's got everything you need to get going. So thanks, Mike.
Yeah, and thanks for being a part of the crew. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm here with Brian from Overland Solar. This is a really innovative product. We have it on our Jeep. You've seen probably in the past. We have a fridge that runs off the secondary battery, and that battery is charged up by this product. So you're gonna get the lowdown on how it works.
This is our, so we still do make some triple fold kits. That's kind of what we were known for, is that triple fold kit. And we started off with Bosch cells, and then Bosch sold their company offshore. And then we went to SunPower. SunPower is what we use on all of our roof panels for a four-wheel camper. And what we did was we made it into almost a 30-pound unit that you've got right now. Same output, and now it's 6 pounds, about 6.5 pounds. 1050D Cordura nylon for the military specification. We put in some new D-rings for a pull strength, and then a new handle. But you can see it's the same cells. And all we do is we take the 4 cells, laminate them 4, 4, and 4. So there's 9 sets of these. This one's obviously been used all week. It's got some dust all over it. This is kind of we made it exactly pretty much for a windshield. So you can throw it on the windshield and give it some angle. But with the SunPower cells, you can go down to 20 degrees. So you can just throw these things out flat. They're still going to be powering up. The efficiency, some of the highest you can get in the world, it's at 23.7%. So when you start seeing panels most of the panels at 17-18%, this will work in like today when it's light overcast. This is powering. That fridge is running right now, based just off the solar panel. So basically that was it. We kept getting asked to go light. How can you go light, and how can you make it smaller for the guys in the Jeeps, the guys in the even four-wheel campers? It's got an SE connection here, and then you can go with these. You can go up to about 45 feet. The voltage drop's not an issue because the charge controller is either in the vehicle or it's right next to the battery. So you just plug into this guy. We have a PWM or an MPPT outside controller, and these are submersible and waterproof. And then from there, you just connect the other side. We make 2 connections so you can't do it wrong. You can connect that one straight to these. And this is basic alligator clips. We also have hardwire mounts. We have the SAE ports. So basically, if you already have an existing system, we have a connection that will work with it, and without you having to do a new installation. That's basically it, the bug out. We'll be making a 40-watt version and a new 26, and our 26 is popular with all the backpackers. If you check out our Instagram and the guys doing the South Pole expeditions, that's with our 26-watt. We just make sure that the voltage is really high so it's working in these conditions, sacrifice a little bit in the amps, but we make sure it works longer during the day, and that's how they output more power.
How can people find you?
We're at overlandsolar.com, and we just moved, we shut down everything in Seattle, and all of us are now in Boise, and we're in actually Boise, it's Garden City. It's kind of one of the bedroom communities, and we have our new warehouse, and we're doing all our manufacturing in between Garden City and another spot in Boise.
Very cool, American made, excellent product. You've seen us use it, it's gotten us around. We love how they've gone small because, as I've said before, in overlanding it's all about making things fit, especially when you have 3 teenagers and you're in a Jeep. So we know all about that. So yeah, check them out and get yourself one of these bug out solar panels.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, appreciate it.
Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip hooray!
it.
Look at us. All we need is you and me.
So if you remember when we were in Baja, it was my birthday, and Eduardo from 4x4 AGS was there, and they bought a birthday cake for me out on the beach in San Felipe. And now it's Daniel's birthday, and they're doing it again. Man, these are our best friends from Mexico, and they always bring a cake, and there always seems to be a birthday. So, all right, we had an awesome show here. It's actually snowing in the end of May. It's unbelievable. That's what you get at 7,000 feet up a mountain. That's Flagstaff for you. It's a little colder than normal, that's for sure, but yeah, we met so many great people. That was a lot of fun. People that watch our channel and new people that hadn't seen it and are gonna start watching. And now we're heading somewhere a little bit warmer, so we'll see you down the road. We're in Flagstaff after the show. It's snowing. Oh man, crazy for the end of May, but we're doing some shopping, and we got a hotel for last night just because it was cold and we hadn't slept all that well at the show, and we were quite exhausted, but we had a great time there. And thanks to everyone who came out to say hi. We really appreciate it. And in the meantime, we'll see you down the road.
Missing someone.